Hello everyone and welcome back as we draw closer and closer to the end of season 1 of One Piece. So the first episode is probably late. Sorry about that. That all happened back then because of issues with trying to get copyright claims and strikes and all that crap dealt with. Basically, I was just getting claimed. So, I was actually in the process of editing when we were doing this. And so, just in case you're wondering why that one took so long. But hopefully I've learned since then. And hopefully made it to where things aren't getting copyright claimed in the others. So, but if those are coming out later, then sorry, still working on it. But yeah, so we are getting ready to jump in. We got 2 episodes left, 7 and 8, and I couldn't be more excited for that. So,
yep, I've been looking forward to this since we started.
Yep, and I think we won't waste a lot of time. If you haven't, check out more videos on this channel. And if you are an avid reader, please consider checking out my book series, The Guardian of Light. It's a fantasy-based series, so if you're into fantasy, I really think you'll enjoy it. It's very different than what a lot of people expect. My name is Sean Connaughton, and this is my friend Anime D Senpai. And you ready to jump in?
Yep.
Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, let's just get on with the show then. Once it loads.
Okay.
Guess we're not gonna find out if you took a ship.
Starboard.
Yeah, it's the other starboard,
later.
Captain Shitastic.
Thought clowns were supposed to be funny.
What was that? Why'd you say it to my face? Hey, morning, champ.
I know Luffy made a deal with you to find Arlong Clown. But if this is another one of your tricks...
What are you gonna do? Bleed on me? Oh, there once was a girl with tangerine hair. Stole my map and left me stranded somewhere. Truly a crafty and crooked young lass, but you can't deny she had a spectacular... Ow! Ow, my nose!
Does it always take this long?
We've only been out here 2 minutes. Be patient.
Nami made her choice.
You don't know why?
The only thing I want to hear from you are the dinner special. You don't know that.
Sounds like you don't know very well either, Mosshead.
I'm sure Nami has for recess.
Land ho!
Is that how the steering was on the original?
No, it was kind of like more like a joystick type thing. The little heads in.
Who's that one?
Oh.
I think I know.
I'm gonna get you. No, you're not.
Any day now.
Well, I'm thinking.
What's the matter? Can't count any higher than 5?
Oh, he's confident.
All in.
All in.
Straight. 10 high.
Queen's full.
You're a liar. And you're a cheat.
You know we don't lie about money on this crew.
body.
I was too much paying attention to the other stuff around it. But yeah, I guess now that I think about it, yeah. Oh. Looks a little dusty.
What's that?
Nothing.
He's such a bad liar.
Where did you get this? Where did you get the book, Nami?
I took it from the bookstore.
Why would you do that?
Because I wanted it.
You're gonna have to do better than that.
Okay, I didn't have any money.
The day I found you and Nochiko, my unit had been dispatched to engage a band of pirates in the Oika Kingdom.
We're having a flashback within a flashback.
By the end of it, I
I'm
was
surprised.
wounded,
It happened before.
starving.
Just reminds me of the movie Inception. A dream within a dream.
When I saw you,
Well, that's slightly different.
I had to live so I could take
This
care of
whole
you.
thing is actually slightly different.
How did you know?
I just knew. It was the right thing to do.
It wasn't Belmere that.
I know you'll do the right
Yeah, I
thing
was
too.
gonna say that. I think it was the sister.
No, Genzo that was actually telling a story about that.
Soon, fishmen will rule the East Blue. And then on to the Grand Line and every other sea after that.
But he shouldn't need a map to the Grand Line.
Marines can be bought and sold. And once they've outlived their
He probably didn't want it
usefulness,
for himself. He probably didn't want it so
You
no
think
one else
killing
can
humans
have
will
it.
solve all your problems?
not all. You see, when an animal grows too wild,
Always one step behind, huh?
Dining room is closed for renovations.
We need to speak to the owner of the establishment.
I'm afraid the chef is busy with.
I need some information about a young pirate who was here recently. Name of Luffy.
I can't help you.
Can't or won't.
These days I'm lucky if I remember my regulars.
Oh, you'll remember this one. Straw Hat.
But how about a meal on the house? I've got a dozen T-bone steaks and a busted cooler. It'd be such a shame to let all that delicious marbling go to waste.
We're not here for a meal. We're here for information.
That steak, medium rare.
More rare than medium.
Yeah, all that was different. Oh damn.
Did they actually even have any of that in the anime?
Who could have done this?
The Marine showing up at brought to you?
Make sure
No.
the mayor's secure. Arlong did this.
Hey, shithead! I think we can all agree that Arlong's a bad fish, but why don't we quit lollygagging and get my body back?
Pipe down in there.
Or what? You gonna whip me up a souffle?
How about you take it for a while? New guy carries a clown head.
I like that they have a bit more buggy in this.
Please, everyone.
Luffy? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
This is where I belong.
I don't believe that. This is not you.
No, this is the me you want me to be.
Nami, if you need our help...
No, I don't need any of you. Arlong wanted the map, and I conned you into getting it for me. And you got it. I was never part of your stupid crew.
You don't mean that.
Take the rest of these clowns and sail away from here. I never want to see you again.
Okay, that went about as bad as it could. So,
hey, just be happy you're not being stabbed.
Sail the hell out of here? Okay.
There's something else going on here. I think she was very clear she wants us to leave.
You don't know women. They never say what they mean.
You tell me again why the cook gets to have some.
Don't you guys get it? She's one of them. She's a bad guy. I think I got more of a boat body than a long journey on foot kind of body. Anybody else missing the ocean? No? Okay. I could go bring the boat around if we don't want to walk all the way back.
A bit more than manga and anime, but okay.
I almost feel like they're trying to make Usopp whiny since Usopp wasn't there for any of this.
Now, that's what I've been saying.
Hey, I saw you earlier. Think maybe you and I have something in common.
I've got the gun, and you're standing in front of it. What could we possibly have in common?
Let's start with Nami.
And I can't help you.
How about a meal?
What?
An exchange of sorts for your valuable time and information.
You cook?
He's a waiter.
Are you freaking
He's the best cook in the East Blue. You never tasted anything better in your life. Usopp's word.
Ain't got much to cook with.
You'd be surprised how much I can make with very few ingredients. Come on, what do you say? We have a little dinner, a little conversation.
Little off topic, but you know what? Look, it might be annoying.
But they better be just.
That's the trick. You see it? I thought he was making them all
I'm not Luffy was here. This is a rare vintage from Macquarie. I've been saving it for something special.
Actually, you should be eating the proof that Luffy wasn't.
Even if we did find ourselves on opposite sides.
They still have meat.
Finally got yourself on the right side of the law.
The law had nothing to do with it. It was time to stop. I took my choice. There's a new generation and they're coming up.
Well, this is a more part than show off.
I have not noticeably seen Hachi.
Arlong, we need to talk about Coco Village.
We can talk tomorrow. Coco Village will still be there, provided they pay the tribute in full.
That's what we need to talk about. That and the terms of our deal.
Oh, some serious, Nami. Have a drink. Relax.
They actually had this guy still.
Captain Azumi, what a pleasant surprise.
Always good to catch up, Arlong. Though, I hear troubling news from Gosa. Seems they've recently been raided by pirates.
So terrible.
There are other reports as well. About fishermen stirring things up around the Konomi Islands.
Nami, Michiko, I love you girls.
Wait, Nami's working for the pirate that killed your mother?
I know some of the more graphic scenes, they do kind
She was just a kid.
hold back a little bit. Like, I think it was all silhouetted, but I think you actually did see the full shot of Arlong shooting her.
Yeah.
I'm tired of hearing about Nami from other people.
She told you to leave, Luffy.
So did you.
How do you know she's not one of Arlong's crew?
Same way I knew you weren't gonna kill me when I cut you down from that cross. Same way I knew about Usopp. And Sanji.
Yeah, I don't know about that later.
I know Nami's good.
They're gonna still keep that rivalry going.
She needs to know it too.
I guess it's just the price of doing business.
You're not smarter than people give you credit for.
Because I'm a fishman.
That's not for
Does it surprise you that I have intelligence? Ambition? Usage beyond manual labor for humans?
Not at all. I've personally never felt any ill will towards your
And yet, the leaders of the organization you so proudly represent saw fit to disparage and enslave my people.
Slavery has been abolished.
But your prejudice remains.
Fishermen have all the same rights as humans.
Do we?
Well, that's a mention for something that doesn't come up till later.
The world government has worked very hard to foster better relations between our people, to keep the peace. A fisherman is one of the warlords of the sea.
The man is a fool! How government dog to an inferior master? I serve no man.
Isn't one of them also one of the four emperors?
I can accept the terms of our usual
was
deal.
one of the emperors.
He's one of the 7 warlords, which he just referenced.
Is he actually part mouse or
no?
You're smarter than people give you credit for.
And what about our deal, Arlong?
What about it?
I have the money.
100 million buried. Nami. You've been holding out on me.
I stole that money fair and square. Now, are you ready to honor our agreement?
I don't like that guy's face.
Jamal.
But you
Like
feel
the actual actor. Looks so smug and weird.
Is this really what we're supposed to be doing?
What are you talking about?
Maybe the Straw Hat Pirates aren't the villains that the Marines are making them out to be.
Thought it was going to take a lot more liquor to bring out your mutinous side.
It just seems like if we keep making the same mistakes, nothing's ever going to change.
Alright, out with it. You know something.
Garp is Luffy's grandfather.
Of all the things I thought you were going to say, that wasn't even on the list.
The last of the wild boars of Jalil. 2 days. 2 days I wrestled that crazed dog until finally I prevailed.
I know it's not him, but he really reminds me a lot of that one guy from the 90s version of Mortal Kombat. That voice.
Just fire and flesh.
Oh.
And how did it taste? That meat was so tender. I don't want the boy to suffer the same fate. He stood up for Baratie when we were attacked. I might be out the game, but I still live by the code.
Sir?
Thank you for the meal.
Think that's more proof.
Have the navigator set a course immediately for the Konomi Islands.
Aye, sir.
Go! You have to know when it's time to let them go. Change is coming whether you want it or not. It's their turn now. We'll see about that.
Tick, 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 tick.
Bow!
Yeah, I'm gonna go get something.
Can you just be quiet?
Oh, come on. Where's the fun in that? Do you really think your little toys can get through the skin of a fishman?
These are smoke bombs.
Smoke? That's rich. Makes you think of how long it's been since I've had any smoked fish.
And you dumb pieces of garbage, you ain't gonna do anything against that stupid.
No guy shuts up the clown head.
No! You can't do this! You can't do this! Let me go! They can't do this! There's nothing you can do! Arlong will kill the entire village! Let me wait!
You ever notice in movies that always
We
like
all know the truth of this world.
somebody will always
Fishmen
react
are the
after something
rightful
happens like
rulers of
that?
the seas. And the humans know it too. They fear our power, so they bound us with chains. They loathe our presence, so they banned us from their cities. But we broke those chains. Huh?
That's supposed to be
Built our own cities. Now the time has come to restore the natural order of this world. For centuries, humans have used us, kept us down. Our so-called leaders, they allowed it.
I told you to get the hell out of here.
You did.
Then leave. You don't know anything about what's going on here.
I don't. course I will.
Pat's probably thinking, I'm finally back on a ginger.
Of course I will.
Of course I will!
Alright. So, anything you want to start off by saying?
Well, that cliffhanger, first of all, it was pain in my ass. Secondly,
because it's much different than the anime.
Yeah, it is. But, anyways, I was really glad to actually see that they didn't really hold back on Nami stamping her tattoo.
Yeah, I thought they would have.
I figured they wouldn't because, I mean, I saw in the trailer, it was that arm was bandaged up.
Well, yeah, I mean, I knew they were going to do it, but what I'm saying is that I feel like they did still want some kids to watch this. I mean, and, you know, it's not like there was a lot of blood, so they did hold back a bit.
I mean, heck, the one thing that I was surprised with was the first episode, or was it the second episode, where it showed Luffy's creating his own scar on his eye.
Yeah, but
if you notice, that surprised me.
If you notice, I mean, it really showed with Zoro, and them constantly saying it didn't make it any better, but it really showed with Zoro that, like, they keep saying, "Oh, he's bleeding so much, we gotta get a doctor, he's gonna die." There's no fucking blood. There's no blood whatsoever. So it's like, he's not bleeding that much.
Well, I mean, I don't really know how much human blood bleeds.
When people are bleeding so much, usually in movies, especially like horror or action movies, you'll see this a lot.
Horror.
There's literally a pool of blood forming under the body.
Yeah, that's not how things work for real. People are not gonna have a pool of blood in real life, and I feel like that's more realistic.
They might, if they're bleeding profusely. Yes.
No, like I've heard like how much like the human, how much blood the human body has, and it's really not that much. Not enough to make a pool of blood.
But still, it's usually... I don't think that's true, but I mean... Still, even if that is true, there was no blood. You saw the mark, and you saw maybe a little blood, like, in the scar.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, that's probably about...
He wasn't dripping blood, and I've seen plenty of different genres of movies. I mean, freaking Kill Bill had blood squirting all over the place.
Yeah, Kill Bill is clearly exaggerated. Anyone who knows about real anatomy of the human body will tell you that.
Actually, I did find out you can spray blood like that. If you hit a certain arteries in the body will spray blood like that. But the amount of blood was over-exaggerated. But I'm just saying, with Zoro, though, there was none. With Luffy, when he stabbed his eye, now that I go back and I think about it, you really didn't see any blood. Maybe a little on the knife, a little, like, on that mark. Make it look like a scratch. Rather than a stab to the face. Even with her, I mean, it was nighttime, so it's a little bit, in the dark. So you can't really see much of, the blood or stabbings. That's one kind of thing I was kind of upset about. I believe it happened during the day, but here it happens at night.
Actually, I think it did happen during the day.
But one thing I don't understand, that cliffhanger just kind of was a little irritating to me for the fact, story-wise. You know, he was supposed to be playing Nami, and he said she had till the sun rose.
Okay, yeah. I just did a little research real quick. The adult human body has 65 to 70 milliliters of blood per kilogram for body weight.
Sounds like a lot to me.
And that's 5. Well, I guess this is like 5 liters, basically. So 5 full liters of blood. And 5 liters is not going to come out in just one area of the body.
Well, the central part of the body, where your central body parts are, especially your heart, which pumps your blood through the body, that's right there. That's where it's mostly going to come out.
Yeah, anyways, as far as now back to the episode though, I want to say that I was kind of really surprised with just how much they showed of Nami's past. Kinda. Honestly, I'm surprised how much they're showing with like everyone's past. I mean, I figured they would do like a quick thing, but they seem to be going pretty much all out with all these flashbacks.
Yeah.
They went further than I thought they would with Sanji. I thought they were going to hold back on that, but they went the full 85 days. I figured they would probably cut that down to probably a month. Luffy's flashback a little bit, and so I mean, I don't. After thinking about that, I don't know why I was surprised with what I saw, but I'm glad that they showed all this.
Yeah.
Although they changed the whole thing about Nojiko knowing about the money, because the manga and the anime, she knew about it for a long time. She'd known for years. She didn't know since the beginning, but she'd known for a long time.
Well, I guess they wanted to have more of a reason to I don't know.
But she just kept it secret. She even kept it secret from Nami that she knew.
Probably just there to create a little extra drama.
So, but that's about all I had to say for now that I could think of.
And I guess my last disappointment, aside from, like I said, Arlong's already attacking when sun hasn't even rose. I mean, that should be like...
Well, yeah, I guess... yeah, it's kind of going against his word. Like he said, he's a fishman of his word. Clearly, he's not. Yeah. I mean, it was one thing for him to use Nezumi to get the money. That was one thing, but to go to the village and all that stuff before sunrise, that's putting a target on its own back.
Yeah, which doesn't really make sense for the character. And I guess my last gripe is we have not visibly seen Hachi yet. And I mean, if you during the reaction, you probably heard me bring that up. The only reason I bring that up is, spoiler, he's an important character, kind of.
Yeah, especially later. I mean, at this point, he wasn't really that important, but we'll see if he pops up in the next episode because he's supposed to fight Zoro.
Solo?
Yes.
After this?
Yes. Hachi uses 6 swords against Zoro. And Hachi was saying how proud of you was with using 6 swords, and Zoro told him, well, big deal, the weight of my swords is more than yours 6.
But I think the most important thing with Hachi is the fact, he introduces the crew to other important people later on. And has a sort of friendship with someone that's important.
Yeah, but that's...
when we get to, the halfway point of the series.
Yeah, that's much later. Right here in the Arlen Park, Hachi is an enemy.
Yeah.
He was a bit of a stupid enemy, but he was an enemy.
And how psyched is the actor playing Usopp, you think? He didn't have to get stabbed.
Well, real Usopp never really got stabbed either. Nami stabbed her own hand.
I'm just saying, he didn't even have to pretend to be stabbed.
Yeah.
I thought he got stabbed a little bit, like the tip or something, just to put a cut there.
No.
So blood would come out and they would... I mean, I know she did it through her hand, but what I'm saying is it went through her hand and a tip went into him just to create a cut.
No, I don't even think that she stabbed all the way through her own hand. She just stabbed into her hand.
I think he had another thing that shall remain nameless. It was a fake knife or something. With a retractable blade.
Oh.
A toy knife.
Yeah. That was...
Like I said, we'll keep it nameless.
That's something that's not related to this show. Just so, anyone's wondering, it had nothing to do with the show. So.
But, alright, that's going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. When we come back with the last episode, we will, well, almost, because we're going to do our last reaction, then we're going to have another episode, we're just going to do a review of the whole season as a whole. But I feel like that's going to probably take a while, so we'll do it on its own episode. Yep. So, alright, we'll see you guys in the next one. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
See ya.